Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about two extremely valuable coins. Coins that might actually be sitting right in your drawer or tucked away somewhere with your old things. So before you ignore them or sell them off thinking they're just ordinary, watch this video carefully, because once you see their real rare value, you might realize you've been holding a hidden treasure all along. And if your coin matches the details I'll show you, you could be the next millionaire collector. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, because we upload videos every day about rare and valuable coins that could change your life. Now sit back, relax, and let's get started. And don't forget to check your coins as we go along. So first, let's talk about the Lincoln penny, the 1983 Lincoln penny. Just imagine, what if an old coin sitting quietly in your pocket could one day make you a millionaire? Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. This is the story of a coin that looks completely ordinary yet hides a mystery that still amazes experts and collectors around the world. The 1983 Lincoln penny, a coin that once sold at auction for over $25,000. But why? What makes this tiny cent so special? And what's the hidden secret that turned regular people into the lucky ones? Let's start from where everything seemed normal, but something truly extraordinary was about to happen. In 1982, the US Mint made a major decision. Copper was becoming too expensive, so they changed the formula for making pennies. From 1983 onward, pennies were made mostly of zinc with just a thin copper coating on top. But here's the twist. In 1983, something went wrong. Inside the mint, a machine that was supposed to be cleaned still had old copper sheets inside. When the new zinc blanks were fed in, a few coins came out made entirely of copper. These are the famous 1983 copper Lincoln pennies that have shaken the coin collecting world. Some experts even believe this wasn't a mistake at all. It might have been a secret test batch made to compare old and new materials. And if that's true, you can only imagine how valuable those few test coins are today. Now here's a fun experiment. If you have a 1983 penny, pick it up and weigh it. If it weighs 2.5 grams, it's a normal zinc coin. But if it weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations, you might be holding a fortune in your hands. Just think, a coin sitting in your drawer for years could be worth thousands of dollars. That's the mystery of the 1983 Lincoln penny. Only a few of these pure copper coins have ever been discovered. One was auctioned for over $25,000. Just 1 cent worth millions in Pakistani rupees. But here's the twist. Not every 1983 penny is rare. The secret lies in its metal composition. Many people sell their coins just because they've heard about this story, but only those who can prove the copper weight truly strike gold. Some collectors even found these coins in their parents' old wallets or childhood coin jars, and when they finally weighed them, the results were shocking. Some even sent their coins for X-ray analysis, and it was confirmed no zinc, only pure copper. That's when experts officially called it one of the rarest Lincoln cents ever minted. Till now, only 3 or 4 genuine 1983 copper pennies have been verified. The rest are just zinc. So now the real question is, what if you have one? Would you sell it, or would you keep the secret to yourself? Because remember, the rarer it is, the more valuable it becomes. And the 1983 Lincoln penny, it's the very definition of rare. The story continues from where the 1983 penny shook the entire coin world. Collectors everywhere were now chasing one thing, the 1983 copper Lincoln penny, a coin that was supposed to be made of zinc but somehow came out in pure copper. Across America, people began weighing their coins. YouTube was flooded with videos like, check your 1983 penny now, and could you be holding a 25,000 coin? But the real shock came when a collector found a 1983 D penny from the Denver Mint, and when it was weighed, it came out at 3.1 grams with the D mint mark. Experts were stunned, because they thought this minting error only happened in Philadelphia. It was now confirmed that Denver had also produced copper pennies. BCGS Professional Coin Grading Service verified it with X-ray fluorescence tests metal. Analysis and microscopic inspection. The result. Authentic, 1983. D copper Lincoln penny. That moment sent a wave through the auction world. Bids started at 5,000, jumped to 10,000, then 15,000, and finally sold for 18,000. Soon, everyone was asking, could I have one too? Some people stored their coins in banks, others insured them, and some made YouTube videos showing how they identified their coin using the copper sound test. Yes, you could drop the coin on a table. If it gave a sharp ping, it was copper. If it made a dull tick, it was zinc. Just that tiny difference could mean thousands of dollars in value. The mystery deepened further when more anomalies appeared. Some 1983 pennies had a double die error, meaning the letters or numbers looked doubled. And if that rare error appeared on a copper 1983 penny jackpot. One such coin with a doubled Liberty inscription and a weight of 3.11 grams sold for 35,000. Another secret unfolded in 1983. The ratio of copper to zinc in the US supply was changing, and the mint was under huge production pressure. Some leftover copper planches and old dies were accidentally used, creating these rare transition coins. Experts began urging everyone, check every 1983 penny carefully. You might be holding a piece of history. Coin specialist Ken Potter explained that these kinds of minting errors often occur in transition years when new materials are introduced. But old stock hasn't run out, and 1983 was exactly that kind of year. Some even believe the US Mint intentionally made a few copper test coins in early 1983, which accidentally entered public circulation. If that's true, only a handful exist in the entire world. The mystery didn't end there. Collectors began reporting hidden varieties among 1983 pennies, slightly different edges, deeper lettering, and tiny ripples around the rim. These were called experimental strikes, sometimes worth even more than the standard copper penny. One American collector bought a 1983 penny from eBay for just $1, sent it for professional grading, and discovered it was a transitional error. Weeks later, he sold it for $22,000. Now let's talk about the 1981 $quarter coin, a coin that has puzzled American collectors for decades. At first glance, it looks completely ordinary, but hidden within it lies a mystery, one that has made some people rich and left others completely baffled. Back in 1981, the US Mint was going through a major transition. New machines, new metals, and new standards. But in the middle of those changes, something unexpected happened. A coin was struck that would later shake the entire coin collecting world. The coin looked normal, George Washington on the front, the American eagle on the back, same weight, same size. But there was a difference, a tiny one, invisible to the naked eye. And that difference made some of these coins worth thousands of dollars. Most people spent these quarters without a second thought, never realizing they might be holding a small fortune. In 1981, quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. But a few coins turned out to be quite unusual. Some were missing their mint marks, some had slightly misaligned letters, and some had layers of metal that didn't bond correctly. These minting errors made them incredibly rare and valuable. As word spread about the unusual 1981 quarters, people across America began searching through drawers, jars, and old piggy banks. Some who once spent these coins for just 25 cents later saw identical ones selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auctions. One collector reportedly bought an old coin roll just for fun, and when he examined it closely, he noticed that the D mint mark on his 1981 D quarter was slightly higher than normal. Experts confirmed the misalignment, and that tiny flaw turned into a $3,200 coin. A standard 1981 quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. But if yours weighs 5.9 grams or more, it could be a rare planchet error coin, possibly struck on the wrong metal. Some coins also show off-center strikes, where the design is slightly shifted from the middle, or die cracks, small raised lines on the surface caused by damage to the die. These imperfections make a coin far more desirable to collectors. In San Francisco, The Mint produced proof coins, special mirror finish quarters made for collectors. If you happen to find a 1981 proof quarter, it's already valuable. But if that proof coin has an error, such as doubling or an incomplete strike, it could be worth $2,000 to $7,000, and in rare cases even more. Today, in 2025, the value of a 1981 quarter depends on its grade, condition and type of error. A regular circulated coin is still worth 25 cents, but a verified mint error or proof error coin can easily sell for anywhere from $500 to $7,000, and some exceptional examples like missing clad layers or double die obverses have gone for over $10,000. You believe your 1981 quarter might be rare? Send it for grading and authentication through PCGS or NGC. Professional grading can dramatically increase a coin's market value. Certified rare coins are trusted and sought after by serious collectors, and their prices continue to rise over time. Another fascinating fact, 1981 was the final year the Washington quarter used the Type 1S mint mark, before switching to the Type 2 design in 1982. So, if you own a 1981 proof quarter, it's not just valuable, it's also a historical transition piece. So next time you find a 1981 quarter in your change, don't overlook it. That ordinary-looking coin in your pocket might just be a hidden treasure. Because sometimes treasures aren't buried underground, they're right in your hand.